what we've been waiting to talk about. It is the slap heard around the world. Literally.
Before anyone calls, we need to say our bit and like what we feel about it, and then we can, open the lines.
Open up the lines. Yeah, you sent me this. I woke up Monday from going to sleep early Sunday to you sending me this.
I was on it.
And I was trying to like gather my eyes opening, you know what I mean? Like, wake up. I'm like, wait a minute. It really I'm like, is this for real? Because first of all, it looks so close to that Batman and Robin meme. It looks like they like imitated and duplicated that for like shock value. I was like, is this really for real? It's for real. I don't know, bro. I'll let you go on and like, what are your thoughts? You seen it when it happened? Like, get into it because there's so much that I like to unpack about this.
I have so many conflicted feelings about this because at first I was like, wow, they diversified the Oscars and there are two black men making asses out of themselves. Chris Rock was wrong in the joke, but to be honest with you, I don't think that joke was that bad. Granted, she has a medical condition, but she chose to shave her head. I don't know what type of alopecia she has. There are different types of alopecia. And I'm going to school everyone today. Alopecia areata, which is like the type of alopecia where your hair falls out due to stress or due to like tension of having hair extensions, wigs, or like tightening your hair too much, you'll have bald spots and you can get that treated, or sometimes you'll just keep it. Or there's alopecia I forgot the name, the specific name of it, but there's a type of alopecia where you lose completely all your hair, even your lashes, like you look like a mall rat. There's a famous Dominican basketball player, Charlie Villanueva. He has that type of alopecia. Jada Pinkett Smith doesn't have that type of alopecia. She looks like she has alopecia areata. I've had that before. Luckily, I took care of that and I don't have it, but I know what it's like to live with that and I know what it's like to feel self-conscious and insecure. Now, here comes the cops because I'm about to smack somebody. No, I'm kidding. I feel like Will Smith was trying to like portray an image that he shouldn't have portrayed. And I think that he got ahead of himself by going up there and making an ass out of himself by doing that. If the tables were turned, do you think if a female comedian like Tiffany Haddish, which she has a very vulgar mouth, she said something about Will Smith and Will Smith didn't like it, do you think Jada Pinkett Smith will get up there and smack her? No. So I just think that was, I thought it was uncalled for and it made him look bad. And I felt bad for Questlove, who won the award. And like all the attention was not even on him during the acceptance speech. And my first reaction after it happened was basically to go check like Twitter and see what did other comedians feel about that. So there's two comedians that I wanted to check. Jeffrey Ross, who's a very popular comedian and who actually has alopecia. That's not it. It's another one. That's that one. So he said he worships Chris Rock. He cried when he saw Will Smith attack him because he was watching his idol live out a comedian's worst nightmare on live television. Chris Rock should get a Nobel Peace Prize for keeping his hands down and not escalating the situation. If Jada wasn't feeling the jokes, Will Smith should have just put his arm around her and let Chris Rock finish, which I agree. And he also advised that he has alopecia and it sucks. So when people make jokes, I laugh because it's life. Also, this is not a joke. That's not like this. The G.I. Jane joke has been said about Demi Moore
so many times. Yeah.
Hello, to this day, people still talk about Britney Spears shaving her head, but where do you guys give her the mercy? And like, alleviate the jokes. So that's why I feel like it was bullshit. Another person that said, another comedian that has something to say was Kathy Griffin. And she said, let me tell you something. It's a very bad practice to walk up on stage and physically assault a comedian. Now we all have to worry about who wants to be the next Will Smith in comedy clubs and theaters. I also was thinking, if it wasn't Chris Rock that was up there and made that joke, if it was Marlon Wayans or even Dave Chappelle, would Will Smith have the same energy and go up there and smack him? How many jokes did 50 Cent make about Jada? Will Smith didn't say shit. So it's like, practice that same energy on everyone.
I think some of the comments we're reading, that I'm reading, is that Jada has put Will Smith through a lot of shit throughout the years. I thought about that too. I felt
if it was a joke about August,
I wish we had the charade voice on here.
If it was a joke about August Alsina and her, or like if he referenced the entanglement, then yes, that is uncalled for, especially in the Oscars.
Yeah, listen, I feel this is pent up shit that Will Smith has been carrying. He got clowned. Like some people are saying, it's been for years, but I think he also got clowned the last 2 years specifically because of the whole entanglement thing and August Alsina and all that stuff. And it's just pent up shit. It's pent up shit that, and let's go way back. Will Smith has been clowned from when we were younger for being a soft-ass rapper, for being corny. It goes back to rap battles when we were teenagers. Eminem clowning him. You know, a lot of other rappers. He got clowned a lot. Will Smith has, you know, I feel has dealt with a lot. That I think it was like a slow pressure cooker that just boom. But it was unexpected because he has carried himself for years. You would have thought he would have popped off like still when he was in his 30s. Like, you know what I mean? Like
he should have pulled, what's his name? The one from that movie with not Seth Rogen. What's the other like stoner guy that he's Jewish? Tell me in the comments, Joey. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. That he has that meme where he's like, yo, cut it out. He should have done that, or actually like at least like given a thumbs down and said boo. But I feel the joke, actually, it kind of helped out Jada. Isn't Jada Pinkett Smith an actress? Like, if there was a new G.I. Jane movie part 2, like, she could do it. And now there's other people that are getting, now there's a trend now of shaving your head. After this happened, there are some females, like artists, shaving their heads. And they're like, oh, you look great.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Remember Kendall from the Road Rules? Road Rules, Kendall Shepard? She just posted after, and she looks beautiful. Like, it's crazy how like we put so much weight on hair, especially I feel like women. But like then you see some women bald and beautiful. It's like, wow, you're like, it's just beautiful. Like some women are beautiful bald. Some, you know, it's just I feel this has been building for Will Smith for a long time. And
I don't agree. I think that's bullshit. It's not a build-up. Build-up for what? Your family has put their business out there more times than none. He put out there that he was obsessed with sex and that he wanted to have like multiple partners. He said he wanted a concubine. Yeah,
Will
so
Smith,
like
right? Yeah. Well,
he said a bunch of bullshit. He's a Libra. Yuck. He has put himself out there, his family, with the red table talk, like, yes, that's great that you guys want to do that, but you put your business out there and expect people not to come for you. I'm sure if Chris Rock made a joke about Kim Kardashian, I think Kim Kardashian would suck it up, honestly.
Well, Jay says that back in 2016, and I've seen this clip as well, Jada, Chris Rock also made a joke about Jada at the Oscars. I think the last time he hosted the Oscars. And basically along the lines of, you know, she was boycotting. This is when the, celebrities was trying to make a difference in the Oscars because it was the Oscars so white. And Jada basically was one of the people that came out and supported Well Not Going and saying that they were going to boycott the Oscars as well. And Chris Rock made a joke basically saying like, oh, well, you weren't invited anyways, blah, blah, blah. So some people are also
I
referencing
mean,
that
she
that's
hasn't
from
been in a
back
movie.
there. That's from, again, that he had it coming from that. But even that back then, it's not. I feel like it's like you said, it's not enough. Listen, do
Well,
I love?
I wanna say something real quick of what Gene just commented. He said, I think the thing is so that women of color find strength in their hair, especially black women. I think people forget that Chris Rock made a great documentary called Good Hair, where he goes into detail about the process of black women and Hispanic women or whoever, the shit that they have to deal with having ethnic hair and different type of hair. So this is not a surprise to Chris Rock. Like he's not whitewashed. He's not an idiot. He's not pretending to be something he's not.
He's not.
He's he's from Brooklyn. He knows his shit. Like he had the show Everybody Hates Chris. Like he knows. It's not I don't think he did it out of malice.
He lives in Jersey.
He didn't do it out of malice, I feel. And I think I just think that they did it for attention. And her response now, I think she posted something about finding healing. Like,
there's a season of
healing. Caused the ruckus. You caused the ruckus. Will Smith commented.
She caused it though. Like it was Will Smith's actions. He made a joke. Chris Rock made a joke. I don't want to put it on her either. Like, yes, she's whatever.
No, I'm not putting it on her. I'm not putting it on her. But I'm saying Will Smith caused the ruckus, and his commentary after the show, like during the after party, whether he was drunk or not, he's like, that's what happens when you invite people from Baltimore and Philly. Don't put people from Baltimore and Philly like in that realm, because that's not who they are. Like, that's not fair.
Do you think his Oscar should be taken back?